EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder play host to the Golden State Warriors. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. A bad pass there. Warriors have it to Curry. Cousins. Here's Durant for two. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Rejected by Green. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Ferguson. No good. To Durant. Cleans the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Ferguson against the former Cougar. Gets a look, can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Westbrook with the basketball. Down two. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Westbrook with it. Trailing by 4. To Adams. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Russell Westbrook here against Steph. It's blocked by Boogie.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Jeremy Grant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Possession lies with Golden State to Durant. Klay Thompson here against Ferguson. From the outside, no good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Durant, defended by Jeremy Grant. To Green. Finish that.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Westbrook across the timeline. 5-point game. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Terrific vision. DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To Adams. And he's going to the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Steven Adams, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Curry with the basketball. Up 5. Draymond Green sizing up Jeremy Grant. They work it down to Cousins. Wide open look, won't go. Russell Westbrook. Green always looking for the steal. Grant with the shot. That won't fall.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Westbrook. Steph Curry here against Ferguson. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. Westbrook to Adams. It was right there. Curry has it.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Thompson. Gets it in the right corner. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Westbrook into the front court. They trail by 7. To George. Oh, had him going there for a second. George sizing up Iguodala. Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, ferocious slam inside. We've seen Paul George's game evolve in recent years. Mixed results, Jay. How does he get back to being that elite two-way guy?
I think he needs to find a way to be aggressive. Let me bring you in and tell you what he dealt with this past year. When you're a guy who's used to having the ball in your hands, you can make more mistakes because you have more possessions. Then all of a sudden, when you play with a ball-dominant guard like Russell Westbrook, you don't have the ball as much, which means you try to make more out of less opportunity that you have. You force the action way more. Look for Paul George to be way more assertive in this game and find his rhythm by having the ball in his hands.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Steph Curry against Westbrook. To Durant. Kevin Durant, 3 for 6 now. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
He connects with the step back. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Westbrook to Adams. And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
And did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Steph Curry against the former MVP. Great feed. Green to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down the ground and make a play.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Curry to Durant. Has a look. Durant can't get that one to go. To Curry. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Westbrook into the front court. Down 4. Ferguson to Westbrook. That's blocked by Durant. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. George, double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Steph Curry, tough matchup against George. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Westbrook with the basketball. Down 3. Pass to the rim. Green. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Livingston to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Livingston picked up by Patrick Patterson. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. Westbrook. And he finishes at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
Hey, do you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw perfect for Westbrook, and the Thunder add on to their lead. It's Cook with the basketball. Down 5. Bell. Here comes the screen. Iguodala against Paul George. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Leads 5. Not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Has a look. Cook shot won't go. George, defended by Jordan Bell. Trying to cash in. George with a shot, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
Here's Durant for 2. That's no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Down low, Noel. He throws it down. Steve Kerr going to call a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Durant up against Patterson. Down for Iguodala. To Thompson. Has a chance. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 of 4 now.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Durant against the elite defender Robertson. Scores from the post.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Schroeder. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time to count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
It's Steph for 2. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Schroeder with the basketball. Leads 1. Down to Grant. From the painted area, won't go down. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
To Schroeder, to the rim. Able to convert inside.
Flat out, KD is unguardable. He's the most gifted scorer in the league, period. We saw that during the NBA Finals last year. He has that size and that length. He can take advantage of anybody and elevate it around the rim.
George takes aim at Steph Curry. Rejected by Durant.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Curry with the ball. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Schroeder matched up with the 2-time MVP. Spins and scores.
When I think about the biggest international names in the game today, Dennis Schroeder's name probably isn't the first that comes to mind. But did you know that he's one of only 3 players to ever play in the league from Germany. Detlef Schrempf, Dirk Nowitzki, and Dennis Schroeder. He is a blur with the basketball, and he will be the first or second option offensively down the court each and every possession.
Curry to Shaun Livingston. Here's Schroeder with it. Leads 3. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
George to Schroeder. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. To Durant. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Oklahoma City ball. Russell Westbrook here against Steph. Can't connect. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. For 3. Second effort. And the rebound corralled by Westbrook. Curry into the front court. 5-point game. To Durant. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Westbrook, deep right corner, baseline drive. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Westbrook. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Curry. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Ferguson to Westbrook. To Durant. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 11, Klay Thompson. And number 0.
Curry to bring it up. They trail by 2. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Count it. Old-fashioned 3-point play. OKC ball. George against Klay Thompson. To Westbrook. Passed it off. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Steven Adams trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Curry. KD for 2. Off the mark. Russell Westbrook in a matchup with Boogie. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw perfect for Westbrook. And the Thunder add on to their lead. To Curry. To Green. Thompson. And the rebound pulled down by Adams. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Adams to Paul George. Tosses. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Curry. Down low to Cousins. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Adams. Pass to Cousins. Down low to Durant. 4-3. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Paul George to Westbrook. Lobs it up. Steven Adams with the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Durant here against Jeremy Grant. To Green. To Curry. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Russell Westbrook takes aim at Steph Curry. Looking for his man, out of bounds. Last touch by Russell Westbrook. Steph Curry guarded by Russell Westbrook. Oh, it's blocked by Adams.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Curry. Count the basket. Curry, no doubt, is a transformative player. Some say for the worst. Is there too much of a reliance on the three-point shot at all levels?
No, we're watching the game evolve, and Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down 4. Here's a chance from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good to Westbrook. Stuffs it down with authority.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's Steph at the controls. Can't connect.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
To Westbrook. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
That is great vision to set it up. Whoa, what a finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Thunder with the basketball. Russell Westbrook against Cousins. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Curry. Cleans it up to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Curry to Thompson. Steph Curry, guarded by Nerlens Noel. To Cousins. Swings it. Thompson. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good to Westbrook. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Dennis Schroeder trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Golden State at the controls. Durant picked up by Adams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kevin Durant nails it from downtown.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All five can shoot it at any given time. Nothing going here on that drive. Dennis Schroeder trying to convert the extra try. He's perfect from the line so far. Count it at the line. Tough make through traffic. That's it for the first half. The Thunder with the lead.
The Thunder will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Warriors are within striking distance at the half, and while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
We're seeing unselfish basketball in this matchup, with each team turning good shots into great shots. These squads really know how to let it flow.
Player of the half.
Russell Westbrook and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Curry with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Thompson. Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Steph Curry, guarded by Russell Westbrook. From long range, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Russell Westbrook sizing up Draymond Green. Turned away by Cousins.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Curry. They'll get it down to Green. To Cousins. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's Westbrook. The jumper's off the mark. Westbrook down to Adams. And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Curry into the front court. Down 6. To Cousins. And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here comes the screen. Westbrook. Now Adams down low. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Steph Curry against Adams. Fires the 3, and the rebound taken in by George. Westbrook with it. Leads 4. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw perfect for Westbrook, and the Thunder add on to their lead. To Curry. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Russ at the controls. To Adams. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Curry, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Steven Adams trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. Westbrook across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. Shot by Westbrook. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Deep right corner. Thompson, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Oh, good offense beating good defense.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Westbrook into the front court. Up by 6. Great dish to set it up. Works it up top. Ferguson to Westbrook. George, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Paul George with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. To Curry. George against the former Cougar. Gets a look. Can't hit. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Thompson. And the rebound taken in by George. To Westbrook. Adams on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Curry. To Thompson. Down low, Boogie. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, When there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Curry. Another chance. Green to Curry. Here comes the screen. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some team.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Here's Cousins. Deep two there. Won't go. To Adams. Ferguson. Count the basket inside.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Steph Curry, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Curry to Cousins. A lot of contact. No whistle. Got it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Curry to bring it up. Down a bundle. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oklahoma City's got it. George, guarded by Klay Thompson. Fires the 3. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
2-point shot for Curry. Cousins to Curry. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Lead stands at 10. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Wide open look, won't go. Steph Curry, picked up by Noel. Curling inside. Count the basket at the rim. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George. And the Warriors have the rebound. Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit is 6. To Curry. Oh, he had him there for a second. Steph Curry picked up by Ferguson. Thompson add 2 points to the board.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
Curry. Throws it up. Nice pass to set things up.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Curry. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
The Thunder have the possession. Russell Westbrook up against Cook. Layup goes down. Well done.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Westbrook into the front court. Leads 5. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body 1 possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
It's Russ at the controls. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Curry. And the basket good at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Westbrook with the basketball. Up by 3. Gets it in the right corner. Ferguson to Westbrook. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Steph Curry against the Spaniard Abrinas. To Durant. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Quinn Cook, tough matchup against George. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder. Rebound Cousins. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys down 3. To Durant. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Paul George, 4-2. Curry with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
George matched up with Livingston. Got a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To George. It's no good. Great defense. To Curry. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George can't connect. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Schroeder. For three. And the rebound taken down by Green. Livingston across the timeline. Down three. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. To Paul George. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. George. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Not a tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. Russell Westbrook takes aim at Steph Curry. Trying to cash in. Chance for Westbrook. No good. Curry into the front court. They're down three. That's good D. Shot no good. Warriors have it. Cousins. Backcourt. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Short jumper off the mark. It's Steph Curry with the rock. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Westbrook with it. Leads three. To George. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Westbrook. George against the former Finals MVP. Here's a chance from long range. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three. At his size on the wing, that's a tough matchup on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, let me tell you about why he's so great defensively. He gets up into you and forces you one way. Does not give you an option to dance with the basketball. That wingspan, that frame, that size, that strength, and that lateral quickness. Oh, there's no getting by Mr. George.
To Adams. Gets a shot up off the mark. Curry into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Durant. Great pass to set it up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Westbrook. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Curry to Thompson. Steph Curry matched up with Noel. To Cousins. Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oklahoma City ball. He's denied.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. It's the first, misses the second. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Curry. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
George, defended by Cousins. Has a look. The shot by George won't go down. Curry to bring it up. Lead is 2. To Durant. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Sets him up, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Warriors basketball. Steph Curry guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Green. Curry cleans it up. Offensive board to Curry. Trying to cash in. Cleans it up. Oh, Draymond with the putback slam.
I mean, really? Is it really difficult to box out these days?
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Russell Westbrook matched up with the two-time MVP. Shot from the lane won't go. To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
And the finish at the rim. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it, man. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more. And he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
OKC ball. Westbrook, pass to the rim. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Steph Curry, guarded by Robertson. From long range, he engulfed him that time. That's blocked by Durant.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Curry. Runner's good there. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Russell Westbrook takes aim at Steph Curry. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Here's Curry with it up top. His team on top by 8. to Durant. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Thunder with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Westbrook takes stock of the floor. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. And that's a backcourt violation. Durant with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Flat out, KD is unguardable. He's the most gifted scorer in the league, period. We saw that during the NBA Finals last year. He has that size and that length. He can take advantage of anybody and elevate it around the rim.
Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curry with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Fires the three, and the rebound comes to OKC. To Westbrook. Short jumper stays out.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Russ at the controls. Beyond the arc for three. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Thompson. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go. Off the assist.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Steph Curry here against Jeremy Grant. Goes to the left side. Thompson. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Steph Curry. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Curry has it. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson. Durant. And the Thunder with the rebound. Westbrook across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
first one, count it. And he makes them both. To Curry. Turnover gives them the possession. To Westbrook. Cousins up to block the shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Westbrook. George. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Thompson. Another chance. Cousins to Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. They'll need their best free throw shooters on the floor as well as a design play for the inbounds. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Durant. And he knocks it down, Jay. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. It's Westbrook. Knocks it down from mid-range. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors got the win in a nail-biter. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals. And it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen.